What's going on YouTube? The J-Man here, bringing you World of Tanks gameplay video. And in this video I am playing the Swamp, and not only that, I am playing the tier 8 medium Soviet tank, premium tank tier 8 called the Motherland. I believe this is the first hero tank that you received a couple months back. I think at the beginning of the summer they did a whole bunch of hero tanks, starting with the Motherland. The next was the AMX CDC, and I believe the next one was the Centennial. And now in the month of October they're doing the Monster Hunter, the monster tanks, which I'm hoping to get some. I already finished the first part of it. We can't wait for the next one to come out, next part of the challenge to come out. Really looking forward to it. So yeah. So here we are, like I said, in the Swamp, and if you notice, if you're playing World of Tanks now compared to what it was before, something looks off, and that's because, yeah, this is an older gameplay video. I happened to be looking through and I realized, I'm like, why haven't I posted this thing? This was an awesome game. So yeah, but Swamp now looks completely different, like way different. They completely revamped it. They changed it. It's not always best now to cut through the Swamp like I do here. You can go where everyone else is going. The back to the that line, that one line, and then the K line as well are still viable, probably better options now. But yeah, when it used to be this way, in a medium or light tank, I would love to push up right through the Swamp. For some reason, no one ever does. But if you were working in a platoon, especially if you have a tank destroyer and like a heavy tank on your team, they can go on the opposite ridge of you, and as long as you can spot for your team across, they're gonna get hits, which is really nice. Which basically you've controlled that whole swamp area at that point, if you have a light tank down there or a medium tank spotting for you across on the ridge. And that's if your team notices. And here I noticed, two heavy tanks are making their way up, which is awesome. The people behind me at that F2, F1 line are able to shoot across as well, so I'm getting spotted target hits. I did damage there, and I believe did I track him? No, I took his engine out, which helps too. Didn't track him, so I can get track target hits, but I'll get the spotted target hits. And so yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. There it is. Little effort on my part other than just making sure those guys can get sights on for tanks up there. So basically I have control of that. They're not going to come over, they're not going to take me out, and not only that, but anyways, the Motherland is going to bounce. So the Motherland's armor is a T-54 armor, which is a tier 9 tank and a tier 8 tank. So if you're in an awesome situation like here, like me, where I'm in a tier 8 match where there's only like 3 other tier 8s anyways, you're gonna have a field day. And exactly like this. The reload here is actually not that great. The aim time of it isn't too bad, but the accuracy on this gun is actually pretty decent for these distances, especially on this map. As you can see, I don't even have the reticle all the way down. That one I did, but I'm able to just snipe away at these guys and do quick shots here and there. Yeah, the penetration I believe on this gun is 202 millimeters of penetration, which isn't too bad. It's pretty nice for a tier 8 tank, so I'm able to penetrate pretty much most things, especially like heavy tanks, tier 7 heavy tanks, possibly some tier 8 heavy tanks if they have really crappy bottom mantlets. And obviously side shots, you're always going to get side shots on guys, easily penetrate through those. And so yeah, so here I am. Oh, also too, I was thinking about this, guys, is I'm gonna possibly doing like a tutorial video for people starting World of Tanks, especially on the console, because there really isn't anything out there that I've noticed. I think World of Tanks came out with its own videos, but they don't really go into like showing you mechanics. They do kind of a roundabout way to tell you stuff and whatnot, but I think you guys have a good visual of how it works, especially the game physics and stuff like that too. And that was the biggest thing that was hard for me to get a grasp of initially, was angling your tank, what's going to penetrate you, how to angle your tank depending on what kind of tank you are, and stuff like that too. It's stuff you just don't realize, especially coming from tier 1 and 2, where it's basically just all out brawls, and whoever can shoot faster wins for the most part, which are fun. Those are fun. Me and my buddy will sometimes go back, grab a tier 1 tank, and just have a field day on all the sea. We just go seal clubbing and just destroy. I think we went back, I recorded it. I played a video. Tier 1, we went against some Tier 1, Tier 2. I got a high caliber. I think I got the top gun, and I did over 1,000 damage with a Tier 1 tank, which is insane, doing 1,000 damage on a Tier 1 tank. But it's absolutely possible, and it was so much fun. It was just, one of those days, just like, you know what, I just want to go mess with people and completely dominate them just because. Is it mean? A little bit. I mean, you have the same. It's a fair play, Tier 1, Tier 2. You don't get anything higher at that level, at that tier. So, yeah, as you can tell, I only took one shot. I was able to block quite a few hits from multiple people in this game, and so yeah, the armor on this thing is just not right. It was one of probably the better tanks they had up until the CDC. The MX CDC can penetrate this thing pretty easily, but that thing is a glass cannon, no armor, but the gun on that thing is fantastic. It penetrates most things, and you can take on a tier 9 to even a tier 10 pretty easily with its gun. I'm not saying that the Motherland's gun isn't really bad, but 240, I believe, average damage. The penetration is 202, which is okay for a tier. Not okay. It's actually pretty good for a tier 8 medium tank. But you can barely hold anything. As you can see, I already used up 22 of my regular rounds, and I've already had to switch to my premium rounds. And HE aren't doing anything. That's basically just for me if I run into a lightly armored vehicle like a light tank or a artillery tank. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below if that's something you guys want to see, or if you guys haven't seen anything like that, and it'd be a cool thing to do. I know that I would have loved to look at videos, but I guess for some reason never thought about doing that. But I figured, you know what, I might as well give my 2 cents, and hopefully it'll help some people and make them enjoy the game more and understand why they aren't winning, or once they get into tier 3, 4, 5 matches where learning how to angle your tank makes way more sense, and why you should always do it and stuff like that too, and learning more of the mechanics of the game so you can become better. So that's gonna end the video here, guys. Like I said, this was an awesome match. I don't know why I didn't post it earlier. I wish I had premium with this at this time, but whatever. 4,600 damage, 3,000 assist, high caliber, top gun, almost got that master class, even steel wall. So yeah, leave a like in the bottom in the section below, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.